Part 2. 3 main customer acquisition channels. Let's take a moment to step back and look at the big picture. How do people discover products and services to buy online? First of all, nothing beats a recommendation from a friend or someone you respect. Great products generate a lot of buzz on social networks, and this drives sales like a charm. That's called word of mouth. Then there's search. Whenever you're facing a problem or have any kind of question, the first place you go to is Google. And if there's a product or service that can solve your problem, it is very likely that it will pop up in Google search results. And finally, advertising is a very old and proven way to get a product in front of prospective customers. We see hundreds, if not thousands, of ads every single day, which actually dilutes their ROI quite a bit, but this channel is still quite effective nevertheless. Okay, so do you even need a blog in order to tap into these 3 main customer acquisition channels? Well, not really. Let me explain it with a real example. Let's say you own an e-commerce store that sells shoelaces, like lacesout.net. Once someone buys new laces from them, the chances are this person is going to brag about this to his friends and recommend lacesout.net website. That is, if that customer had a positive experience with that online shop. Pleasing your customers is all you need in order to generate the word of mouth. Now let's talk about search. If I plug lacesout.net website into Ahrefs Site Explorer tool, I will see that they rank in organic search results for quite a few keywords related to their products. They rank at position number 3 for the keyword sneaker laces, at position number 7 for the keyword laces, and at position number 5 for sneaker shoelaces, and a ton of other relevant keywords, of course. In other words, people who search in Google for shoelaces will inevitably discover lacesout.net, because it ranks quite well. And these people are the best customers you may hope for, because they express their direct intent when searching in Google for these things. So search as a customer acquisition channel seems to work very well for lacesout.net. And finally, advertising. Looks like Ahrefs doesn't see any ads for lacesout.net in Google search results. PPC keyword says 0. But there's another great tool called SimilarWeb, where you can check for other forms of advertising besides Google pay-per-click. But it looks like lacesout.net is not doing any advertising even according to SimilarWeb. So they must be quite happy with how the other 2 customer acquisition channels work. But still they can pour some money into advertising anytime they want. So let's check this customer acquisition channel for them anyways. Now, given that this online store can successfully leverage all 3 major customer acquisition channels, why are they running a blog then? Well, let's take a look at this article from their blog that teaches different lacing styles. According to Ahrefs, this single article ranks in Google for over 600 related search queries. Here are some of them: how to lace Nikes, how to lace Nike shoes, how to lace Air Max 90, etc, etc, etc. So people search for these kinds of things in Google, they find this article at Laces Out blog, they enjoy it, they dig deeper into lacesout.net website, and eventually they buy laces from it. This is a nearly perfect example of how content marketing can drive customers to your business from Google. So let's put blog next to search customer acquisition channel. What about the word of mouth? Well, this article teaches you some cool and unique ways to tie your sneakers. Guess what people will do once they learn a new way to tie their laces? Post it on social media, of course. There's even a hashtag shoelaceart on Instagram for that. And once their friends and followers ask them for a tutorial where they learn to tie laces like that, they will give them a link to this article. See where I'm going with this? It's not just the positive experience with your company and your product that can generate the word of mouth. You can also generate a lot of buzz with your content. So let's put blog next to word of mouth too. And finally, you can spend money to promote the content that talks about your product, instead of promoting the actual product directly. It may sound counterintuitive, but quite often the content that promotes your product will have a much higher conversion rate than a sales page for that product. But we'll talk more about it later in this course. For now, let's just put blog next to advertising. So all in all, as you can see, creating a blog can massively expand your reach on all 3 major customer acquisition channels. This is why the interest in content marketing only keeps growing. Just look at the Google Trends for the keyword content marketing, it goes up.